Who the heck booed me out there? Dad, gummit. How's everybody doing? Ah, that's really, you guys are really spunky for like 4:30 in the afternoon on a Sunday. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys must be terrors at home. Most people are like chilling out, watching Netflix, eating some popcorn. You know, they got Twizzlers all over the couch, and you guys are like, yeah! Kind of awesome. I like that energy. That's good.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Okay, all right. Now, now that I'm the last guy here.
Yeah.
So we can lay it all on the table, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. This con is really expensive. I mean, this is one expensive show. How much did it cost to get in here?
$125 with a discount.
Holy shit, what?
Discount.
That's a discounted price? God damn, who had to sell their children to get in here? Holy smokes. Huh? Was that enough? What do you think? I see it? What are you, nuts? I get off the plane and go, get your ass at Motel 6 and don't come out till you're done. No. Now, my God. So how do you buy tickets? Online?
Yeah.
Everyone's like, yeah. It sucks. Credit card, bleep. That's the thing about credit cards, and well, like I stay at a lot of hotels, you know. Every time I check into a hotel, I say, what if I, like get something to eat? They go, oh, don't you worry, it's all good. I'm like, oh, really? Like oh, thanks a lot. They go, oh yeah, we'll just charge your card. Like they act like it's free. You know that vibe where like everyone acts like it's free, but they've got your card? And in the future, I sort of suspect if I walk out of an elevator, they go, ding, thank you for riding the elevator. We've charged your credit card. Thank you so much. But, it's like that. I feel like it's like that here a little bit. How much are snacks in the lobby?
Oh, gosh. Expensive.
How much? Okay, how much is like popcorn or whatever?
Too much. It's like 40 cents for a soda.
Oh, good. What do they put, gold dust? Oh, no, I know what they do. They probably put like Norman Reedus' fingernails in there or some crap like that.
Delicious.
Norman Reedus has breathed on this popcorn. So it is now $6 a bunch. That's incredible. So while we're on the subject of money, raise your hand if you're broke right now. Keep raising your hand keep your hand up if you're broke. Keep raising your hand if you now, after going to GalaxyCon, have not enough money to pay your rent. Oh, I see one over there. Okay, hey, but you're a true fan. But that's okay. That's okay. How much do you have left in your pocket right now?
If I were to pay for like my rent, well, my rent is in food. It's crazy expensive there. It's about $1,200.
Good Lord. Where are you, West Hollywood, North Carolina, for heaven's sakes? Good heavens, that's a lot. Wow, that's expensive. Man, that's crazy. That's a lot, man. Holy moly. How much who has less than $20 in their pocket left? Raise your hand. Mm-hmm. All right. Congratulations, you could buy 1/4 of one piece of Matthew Lillard's autograph. Mm. You can get a Erd. That's all you get. Actually, I'm teasing. He's an awesome guy. So, everyone have a good time here? Did you see all the stuff you wanted to see? Woo! Yes, awesome. It's awesome. I'm glad to be here, and thank you for coming to my Q&A today, first of all. It's nice to have you all here, not the least of which because I really don't do that much like pop culture stuff. Like, most of my stuff is weird-ass horror.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Yeah, so you guys, we are all the freaks of this convention. I want you to know that. So I want you to know, and as we all know, I am one of them. We are all freaks at the convention. This is a convention, a giant hotel full of the freakiest freaks of the South. And we, being the ultimate freaks who like even freakier stuff, are the freaks of those freaks. So we are the weirdest of them all. Thank you. Congratulate yourself on the back.
Way to go, guys.
Did it. You did it. You did it. Well, it's great to be here in North Carolina. It is an awesome state. I've never been served fried chicken with breakfast before, for starters. And it was really good. I also never tried grits before. Yeah, I loved them, man. I thought they were great. Someone asked me at my table, and when I told them that, they said, "Did you do it sweet or with salt?" And I said, "What? Y'all do it sweet or with salt?" I said, "Well, I guess I did it sweet." He goes, like I messed it up. No, I did wrong. So let me know, Southerners. Raise your hand if you should make it a sweet breakfast dish. Raise your hand. Oh, not many. Now raise your hand if it should be a savory dish. Oh, that is the way to do it. How do I do it? With salt? Bacon? Is there anything you don't put bacon on in this state? Oh my, I think bacon has bacon on it. Great heavens, everything has bacon on it. Even the movie I probably will go to see later will have bacon on it. My goodness. Actually, tomorrow I've got a movie called Flight Back Home to Detroit, Michigan, but right now I'm just talking about the movie on TV. But so I am here to answer any questions that you find people have. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm totally like this. She's like waiting for me to stop yammering for 5 minutes.
No, this is amazing. I appreciate that you're here to talk, and I have the best seat in the house. It's all good.
All right. So now, who has questions for me? I can answer most anything. Oh my gosh, there's a line. Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, sir. I guess you're first.
This is Nick. What's your question?
Yeah, could you talk about working on the Quarry, the video game?
Oh, of course I can. What would you like to know about it? It's quite a long subject matter, I guess.
Did you know where your character was going, or was it just like just doing the lines and piecing it together by that?
No, I did not know where it was going. That's a really good question. How many of you have played my video game, The Quarry? Have you? Oh, so a bunch of you. Yeah, you guys are all the weirdos here, man.
The salty grits.
These are not Star Trek fans we're looking at here. I mean, you might be, too. I don't know. No, I did not know where the game was going. I didn't know what the character was going to do. But I had a very well-drawn-out character due to the two writers we had on it, which was Graham Resnick and Will Biles. Will is the director of the game, and I'm sure you also know Will if you're a horror video game fan. Will also wrote and directed Until Dawn with Rami Malek. Same writer-director, yeah. Very talented man, incredible vision, incredible sense of style and visual acuity, and really, guy knows his games well, and great writer, and so is Graham Resnick. So no, I didn't know. I didn't know how it was going to end, but I just knew that Travis, that character, was very well written, and I was very interested in playing him. I knew that.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Good question. Yeah, hi.
What's your name?
Hey, man. My name's Ash. And
Hey, hi, Ash.
I was wondering, in Season 2 of Ash vs. Evil Dead, what actually was pink fuck?
Good question. So, have you guys seen Ash vs. Evil Dead? Yeah, we are really the outliers, aren't we? Oh my God. These dudes with Vulcan ears in there, they're like, what is wrong with you people in that room? Which is awesome. So in Ash vs. Evil Dead, just for the few who haven't seen it, I play this rather ne'er-do-well character from a very small town in northern Michigan who never went anywhere with his life, and he spends his days driving around his piece of crap 1980s car, wishing it was still the 80s, and drinking a concoction called Pink Fuck. And it really, yes, it's a real drink. It is essentially, in the real drink, it is something like, you know, orange juice, Contro, every sweet, horrible thing you can find, Coke. It's disgusting, mixed with ketamine. And yes, and for those who don't know, ketamine is an an oral painkiller given to post-surgical patients who are able to take things orally. And now, if you were to take it, wait maybe 30 to 45 minutes. It really is a great painkiller, apparently, and it really is very helpful for those who've been in serious surgical conditions. But if you were to take it, so I am to understand, but just a little bit of it, and wait after 45 minutes, up to an hour, why then there is a psychedelic effect that happens if you can keep yourself awake. And at this point, apparently, the world appears to all be focused within this circular area that spins around, so I understand. And this is called the K-hole. That's why in the show we go, K-hole, because you've reached that psychedelic part of the drug. Now you know, and if you find any, give some to me, will you?
Yeah, for sure. What did they have you actually like sip on? Was it just like water or like lemonade?
Yeah, it's orange juice.
Okay.
Nasty, set orange juice, which is like 9 hours old, you know, and
Yeah.
sitting outside, bugs in it and stuff, yeah.
Thank you so much.
You bet.
Question, and we're learning a lot here. All right. Hey,
Hi.
what's your name?
Hi, my name's Lexi. My question's also about the Quarry.
Oh, I'm so sorry, what's that?
My question's also about the
Oh,
Quarry.
yes.
What was your favorite ending to film?
Oh, my favorite ending to the Quarry. Well, I guess there's things I love about all the endings of that game. I really do. There's stuff I find really cool about all of it. I like to see when Laura and Max just are alive and no one else lives. I mean, I guess I know most about their characters because that's the parts of the script I had. But honestly, there's an ending, though I didn't get to it because I just didn't have that much time to do all the playthroughs. But apparently there's an ending where I think everybody dies but the Hackett family.
Yes.
And I'm like, well, I'm part of the Hackett family, so werewolves win and like humans lose. So I thought that's pretty cool.
Right.
That's sort of, I guess that would be it, selfishly.
All right.
What's your name?
Oh, my name is Trey.
Hey there.
I have a question for Spider-Man.
About Spider-Man, yeah.
So I'm a big Tobey fan. So I was wondering, and they bringing him back to the Spider-Man 4.
I'm sorry, what's your question? If they're
Spider-Man 4.
Are they bringing Tobey Maguire back to Spider-Man 4?
Yeah.
I think that's what they call a loaded question. To answer that, I would have to tell you if there's going to be a Spider-Man 4. Are you a lawyer?
Nah.
You're not a lawyer. What do you do for a living?
I'm a Marvel DC nerd.
I'm sorry, you're a model?
Marvel DC nerd. I like to watch a lot.
Oh, you're just a Marvel DC nerd. Okay, well, okay, fair enough. I would understand why you want to know. And I won't tell you. But good luck. It's an excellent question.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm sorry I can't fill you in. Yes. Look at those awesome, adorable ears. Whatever that. I'm sorry. I get so confused with some anime. Is that anime?
Sort of. It's just cat ears. I really like cats.
Oh, that's pretty cool. All right. Yeah. Sorry. Go on. Sometimes I started to look at anime a little bit, but I got very confused and overwhelmed because there's not 19 characters to learn, but there's 19,000 to learn.
My name's Casper, and
Hi,
I'm a
Casper.
big fan of Zena.
Okay.
Princess.
Thank you.
So my
Thank you.
question for you
Yes.
was, do you remember the lyrics to Joxer the Mighty?
The Joxer the Mighty song?
Yeah.
Sure, I remember them.
Are you able to sing them?
If I was your trained monkey, I'd sing them. Maybe you want to turn a little crank and watch me dance too.
I mean, that'd be fun.
I appreciate that request. I used to do it quite a bit, and then I would do it, smile, and go home and literally beat myself over the head with a frying pan. But thank you. I simply can't sing that song. But
It's okay.
I appreciate that, and I'm sure all of you, sadly, it's living there rent-free whether you like it or not. So there you go.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Hey, what's your name?
Hey, dude. Look at that suit. You look awesome, man.
Thank you. My name is Zach, and
Hi, Zach.
I had a question for Spider-Man. When you played Ted Hoffman in the trilogy,
Yes.
what was your favorite scene that you were in, or what was the favorite line that you had?
Oh, in the trilogy, and so Spider-Man trilogy. Well, it's the one that was the hardest to block and figure out. So you might remember in Spider-Man 3 with Topher Grace, there's a scene with Topher and Tobey Maguire and J. Jonah Jameson's facing the camera inside the Daily Bugle, and it's dialogue. It's a one shot. Dialogue. Tobey Maguire says, "Oh, but I can do this." Blah blah blah. No, you can't. Blah blah blah. Parker, shut up. Blah 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 blah. Nobody respects me around this place. And then I come in. I go, "I do." And he goes, "Shut up. Get out." Well, that line that I delivered, I could not hear one thing that was happening in that office, and I had to cross like a 30-pace fast cross, open the door, deliver the line, then slam it. And those lines are coming like this, and if you're off by 1/10 of a second, the whole scene's ruined. So they had a guy listening who would go, "Go," and I would go. And as I'm walking, I'm like, I could be ruining this entire take. And as I'm walking, I'm thinking, this movie is a $310 million movie, and if I goofed this, I was stupidly doing the math in my head, like how many days they were shooting. I'm like, if I goof this, I have lost this company $750,000 every take, every day, like I goof this. So that's all I could think. That was just the most pressure, just that one shot. Yeah, I think. But I loved all the scenes I did with J. Jonah Jameson because J.K. Simmons is just a dynamic guy and a great actor. And I relished all those moments I had with him.
Thank you.
You betcha.
What's your name?
Hey there.
Hey, my name is Chris.
What's your name?
Chris.
Hi, Chris.
And my question for you is, what was your favorite part about the Quarry? And then if there was to be a Quarry 2, would you be interested in playing in that as well?
Those are good questions. My favorite part of the Quarry, I think it was how it was shot, and I say that in quotes because it's really captured. Of course, you all know about what motion capture is. Most of you, okay. So for those who don't, of course, film is actually shot. Image is captured, just like our cameras, naturally. Motion capture is different, and with motion capture, a computer literally captures your voice, your face, your body, your movements, and then you wear a helmet, which captures the movements on your face but doesn't photograph them. That extrapolates it into a digital image. Now, because of that, there's no cameras on set. There's no dollies, grips, gaffers. There's no prop men. There's no lighting crew, no teamsters, nobody. And what I loved a lot about those days were, because there wasn't any of those things, I felt like I was rehearsing a black box theater in New York City where I used to live and do a lot of theater. So it's very much like this, say like this place here. Normally, if we were shooting a movie, there'd be cameras and dolly tracks and all kinds of stuff, but there was nothing. So it was really intimate, and I felt like, we all felt that we could make mistakes and be free, a little more free than we would if we were making a movie. And that's what I loved the most about it. Would I do a Quarry 2? Hell yes, I would. That is my answer to that. In a heartbeat, if they made it, yeah.
Thank you very much.
You bet.
Have you gotten to do mocap outside of the video game?
Mocap outside of that game?
Yes.
Yes, I just did another video game last month. I shot it in Los Angeles. It's horror, and that's another mocap game, yeah.
Hey, what's your name?
Hello, Ted. My name is Dexter.
Hi, Dexter.
Hi. My question is basically, you and your brother have been pioneering the movie industries for a long time.
Yeah. A long time.
Yes. And I would say from your experience to then to now, how do you feel about the major changes as far as like special effects and all that type of stuff? Like the way you did it when you were younger
Yeah.
than to compare to today? Do you miss some of the old stuff? You see what I'm saying? What is your experience from then, and how does it feel now?
That's a good question. Well, only the technology has changed with regard to cameras and how it's captured. But when I was a kid to now, the process is exactly the same. Like, quite literally, on-set process has not changed one iota. It's all the same. The only thing I will say is conditions for women have improved dramatically. That's the best part about from when I was a kid to now. You know, so yeah, I mean, I think, that's how it should be. I mean, you know, it was, and this may, you know, here, look, old time we're telling you, but this really happened. You're not going to believe it for those of you who are, like, say, under 30, like, who want to get into the business. I mean, like, you know, like back in the 80s, you know, like, the girl actresses were called Honey and Baby and Sugar and Sweetie Pie and, you know, all this stuff, and there's nothing they could do. Now, justifiably, you get slapped in the face and you never work again. That's how it should be, you know, so better for women, otherwise the same, and that's a good thing. So all the mechanics of shooting are the same, you know, the pay is still shitty. That never changed. Still the same. Once in a while, diva actors. Once in a while, diva directors. Once in a while, diva directors of photography. You know? But, like, look, if I were to take a snapshot of, you know, a camera, just a regular random shot of a set in 1989, and then fast forward to 2004 and take that same picture from that same angle, you would notice, you know, there's the set designer going, painting, you know. There's the board grip going like this. Times I want to go home. My wife's waiting for me. Got a barbecue. There's a teamster with a donut. That same donut. Probably the same donut he's been eating for 30 years, I'll bet you. And so it's all the same, yeah, other than that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your name?
Hi there. Great cosplay, by the way. Awesome.
Can I take this off?
Sure, yeah.
I'll just stand like this.
Oh, wait, hang on. Let me fix it for you. Yeah, that thing. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
You betcha.
I've never done this.
That's okay.
I'm Grace. I'm nervous.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So I really am a big Zena fan.
Oh, awesome.
I love Joxer. I love everyone else in the show, of course. But
Thank you.
thank you for doing the show. And I think Joxer has a really good heart, and that's what makes him a hero, despite his silliness. And so I was wondering, I really like where the episode Been There, Done That.
Yeah.
So what episode would you think is your favorite, with or without Joxer in it?
Oh, my favorite episode with or without the character of Joshua. Well, first, thanks for all the kind words. I really appreciate it. Gosh, I wish I could answer that. It's just been so many years that I don't remember it. I know you're so young, it's hard to imagine, like, but 30 years, like, literally went by. And it's all kind of a blur, but I do remember, you guys help me. Are there Zena fans here? Okay, great. You guys give me a hand, all right? So which is the one where we break into a castle and I'm stuck in the prison cell with Renee O'Connor, and she goes, how are we going to tell them to get out of here? I'm like, well, tell them we're circus performers rehearsing an act. What is that? Even they don't know.
Can't remember.
All right, I don't know, but there's so many that I do have warm memories of, I will tell you that. I just don't remember. Well, let me ask you a better question. What is your favorite episode?
Oh my gosh. There's so many episodes.
Yeah, they kind of blur together, and you're just a kid.
Yeah, I think there's one called Hope that I really like. There's just so many. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, that's all right. Yeah, they can be confusing. Well, that's a good. And look, I'm gonna keep thinking about it while I'm yammering on it. If I can, I'll shout it out to you from stage. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Hey there. Also awesome cosplay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Amanda, and first off, thank you for coming out to talk with us.
Really well, thank you for inviting me here to North Carolina. It's awesome.
Yep, it's hot, but Thank you. So my question for you is, across all the horror movies, games that you have been in, has anything really scared you? And if so, has it haunted you even to this day?
That's a good, wait, so you're asking, so is anything like actually scared me?
Mm-hmm.
And if so, I'm sorry, what was the last part of your question?
And if it has, is it still haunting you today?
That's a really good question. Yes. The thing that, well, I'm sure all of us who are in the horror business, including myself, have some very deep-seated psychological something or others that could probably only be removed properly over many, many years by sitting in therapy, and even then I doubt it. I mean, for real, like, I don't know why we all get into this weird, gory business and think it's cool when to see eviscerations, but all of us do, you know, and all of us love to be scared, and for those watching the same, you know, we're just viewers or we're makers of it. It's a very strange business. But in answer to your question, I do know, yes, the thing that got me into horror in the first place was, believe it or not a movie or even a book. It was two things. The first being, when I was very young, when I was 10 years old, there was a revival of a radio show. Not a TV show, a radio show. So the last radio dramas went off the air in 1964. CBS decided that 10 years later, there was still enough of us Americans around who had remembered the old radio days and what wanted them back. So CBS started the CBS Radio Mystery Theater. And that was 2 nights a week at 11 o'clock at night they had these shows. And they were basically like, maybe like, it was akin to X-1, the old shows, or maybe it was like, sort of like Crypt of Terror, a little like The Twilight Zone would become later. And, but they re-released it as, it was a brand new show. And I listened to it. It wasn't meant for kids. That's why they had it 11 o'clock at night. And it was audio, but it was not designed for children. So there were, and at that time I was like 9 years old, and they had eviscerations, and there were like people burning alive, and I'm in bed going like this, 9 years old, going, you know, it's pretty shocking stuff, but I loved it, you know, and my parents would be like, all right, go to bed. They didn't even know the show was on the air, you know. They had no idea, so I'd go, okay, I'm going to bed, and I'd literally tune the radio, AM 690 in Detroit, and listen to these things, you know. So that started it all out for me, and I thought, my God, it was, and a guy named, a very famous actor named E.G. Marshall, who many of you may remember in many older pictures, was in it, and he really kind of got me going. And so that really was, I think that was my introduction and why I never wanted to leave this horror field.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Good question. Thanks for asking. Let's go a little longer, shall we? Yeah, I know so many people. I'm sorry. I'll hurry up. I'm yammering on forever here. Sorry, folks. Yes, young man.
Hi, my name's Jackson, and I had a question about Evil Dead.
Yes.
I've heard a lot about like how it was made and everything. How bad was it to like film in the whole Henrietta?
How bad was it for me to get into Henrietta costume?
Yeah, and do all that.
It was very difficult. It took, during that movie, it took us 6 hours to get into the makeup and costume. We got it down to about 4 eventually, but I got into it about, I think it was 13 times during the course. So 13 days I worked, and I think it took 4 to 6 hours. It was really hard. It was super hot, too. It was challenging. And, you know, like, I don't know if I do it now. Well, I might. There's just, there is enough money in the world, but they can never put it together.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank
you so
What's that? You're welcome. You're welcome.
Hey, what's your name?
Hi.
Hi, I'm AC.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
AC.
Hi.
I have a question about the Quarry.
Yeah.
I'm interested in doing mocap acting, so I'm curious as to how you got a mocap role. Like, was it through like your agent, or did you specifically audition for it, or did they cast you?
Oh, well, first of all, are you an actor?
I've done theater acting, yes.
Awesome. Well, hello, fellow actor. How are you?
Good.
Good. All right, cool. Yeah, so that job at the Quarry came to me because the year before we shot it, I did a TV show for a guy named Graham Resnick, who wrote and directed this TV show called Dead Wax. It was a horror TV show for Shudder. And I loved making it. It was one of the wildest, most creative scripts I had ever read. I just went in for a read, a regular old audition. So just a normal audition, in answer to your question. But a year later, Graham was the co-writer on The Quarry. And Graham called me up and he said, do you want to be in another project with me? I didn't even ask what it was. I went, yep. Because I thought he was so talented. So normally I wouldn't ever do that. I'd read a script and stuff. But so in answer to your question, that was an offer, but not after several years of working in the field and knowing that guy. So it can be either. You can go in and read, or someone can just call you up and go, "What's your name?"
AC. AC.
AC. They go, "Yeah, hey AC, come on in. We want you. Are you available?" So it could be like either one. So it just depends. But you want to be an actor though, do theater. That'll help you with everything. It's not lowly. It's not second rate to movies. It'll make you, the actress that you're going to want to be.
Thank you so much.
See you in Hollywood. See you in Hollywood. Yes, miss.
Hi, I'm Olivia.
Hi there.
A fan of Zena.
Awesome.
If Joxer was a dog, what breed would he be?
If Joxer was a dog, I kicked one. I don't know what to tell you. The fuck out of here, Joxer. Yeah, he'd be, I don't know, probably a dumb one. I don't know. I guess he'd be probably like, you know what he'd be? He'd be a, what are those ones that are Dalmatian? Loyal, fast, stupid as all AF. Just the dumbest one. But I think he'd be like that. Brave, with him, strong, and just dumb as a box of rocks.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, we got time for these final 5 questions. Let's go.
Last one.
Hi.
Hello there.
I'm Charlotte.
Hi, Charlotte.
I was wondering, what has been your favorite project to work on, whether it be like acting or being behind the scenes? What has been one of your personal favorites?
Well, not to sound flippant or goofy, but honestly, I've been, I struggled a lot in my life. And for the longest time, my favorite job was the ones that paid me the quickest.
That's a good point.
Like anyone, someone's like, this job is great, and it means so much, this job, and this script means so much to me because my lights are going to turn on. It was just kind of like that, but once, thank goodness, I got past that point in my life. Things are a little better now, thank goodness for me. I think, and not to sound like I've run out of answers, and I haven't, I think The Quarry is the very best thing I've ever done. And I'm glad. Now, sometimes thank you. And I appreciate that. A little sad, too, for a guy in his 50s in one sense. But, look, for some of us, no matter what we do in this world, sometimes people find their life and their stride in high school. We all know those people, right? Like the, cheerleaders, football players, those dudes and gals, right? Guy who wins the science competition goes on to, invent a plastic that's worth $80 billion, whatever. They figure it out. And then some people are college. Others are figured out in their 30s, 40s. But it took me in my mid-50s to figure that out. But some people never do, so I feel lucky. And because I figured it out, thank goodness, I'm probably, I'd say that on a personal level, not only an artistic, since you asked, it's the best, So
Thank you so
there
much.
you go. You're welcome. Thank you. I feel corny like self-help. That's why you should buy the book. The panels, they're all pamphlets now. Like, why is it a friggin' pamphlet? And why does it cost $19.95 on TikTok Shop?
Hello, my name is Carson.
Hello.
And I wanted to ask, because there are a lot of other celebrities here at GalaxyCon Raleigh that share the same experience, but if you were given the opportunity to compete for Celebrity Jeopardy, would you take that opportunity?
Celebrity Jeopardy?
Yes.
No. The hell would I want to waste my time with that stupid crap for? Do you know how many movies and books there are to read? I miss my girlfriend. What the hell do I want to be on that? No, of course not. But thanks for asking.
Of course.
Hi there.
Hi, my name's Heather, and I'm going to be the weird kid. I'm going to ask, what was your favorite part of working on SeaQuest DSV, and what would be your favorite episode?
I didn't even know that show had anybody.
Look, I drove 14 hours to get here to see you.
I know. My goodness. Well, first of all, thank you for making that long drive. I hope you didn't walk 13 hours. You drove, right?
No, I drove.
Okay, that's good. Well, first, thank you. My favorite, you want to know my favorite episode?
Favorite episode, and what was it like actually working on the SeaQuest?
I don't know what I don't want to lie to you and make up an episode that I don't really have favorite episodes of things. Not
what
really.
Was your most memorable experience?
Oh, okay, that's a good, well, that show gave me many, frankly. It gave me some of the longest friends of my life. Some of the best friends. And tell you, when you do a TV show, you may hear a lot of actors go, yeah, I did that show and we've been friends forever. Liar, liar, liar. Not necessarily, I'm not pointing to people, but okay, how many of you, raise your hands, have been working on any job for more than a year with the same coworker, or at least one? Raise your hand. All right, and now, how many of you have had a job at least for a year with at least one coworker and left that job? Raise your hand. Now, how many of you who are raising your hand right now have kept really close friends with the people thank you, that's like 2 of you. Okay, great, exactly. So it never happens that you're pals with people. It doesn't happen to me, but that show was very unique. So all of us are still good friends. In fact, you'll be happy to know, you SeaQuest fan you, that not this week, but the week after in Los Angeles, California, myself, Marco Sanchez, Don Franklin, Kathy Evison, Rosalind Allen, 2 of the producers, Ed Kerr, we're all getting together and having a little private SeaQuest reunion party.
Yes, you
okay?
were telling me about
Like it's like 30 years, our dentures are gonna fall out and crap, But like we're really excited to do it, and that is incredibly unusual. We're not making it public or anything. It's like some Hollywood party thing. We're just going over someone's house, We're all broke-ass kids when we got that job, and now we're all broke-ass adults.
Fair.
But, there's also I think somebody married somebody that's worth like $1 trillion or something. So we're going to some fancy house or whatever. I don't know. But I can't tell you what my favorite episode is because I don't really have them. But my favorite thing is that I'm still friends with everybody on that show. And my experiences working with Michael Ironside were insane. I love that guy so much. He's one of the greatest leads of a show I've ever had the pleasure to work with.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Hello, I'm Ed. I
Hi.
actually had a follow-up question about the Henrietta makeup. Did it improve at all for Ash vs. Evil Dead?
I'm so sorry. I missed the first. Oh, hair and makeup. Did it improve? Oh, when I got into Henrietta for Ash vs. Evil Dead. Nope. Just as lousy.
Oh, my God. Yeah, guess technology doesn't do wonders.
What's that now, Ed?
I guess technology doesn't do wonders.
What did he say?
I can't hear you.
What'd you say, buddy?
Technology does not do wonders.
Technology is dead in the water.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got it.
Close enough.
That works. Okay.
All right.
Last question. Yes, sir.
Oh, wow. I'm the last question? Cool.
You're the last. And listen, buddy, I don't want to put any pressure on you.
No pressure at all.
But I got to tell you what.
I'm going to take it out of the
You
stand.
are the last question of the last day.
Oh, boy.
Of the last guest and the last moment that any Q&A will be done in 2024. Don't fuck it up.
Wow. Yeah, no pressure.
Go on, what's
at
your
all.
question?
I want to say thanks to Heather for asking the SeaQuest question, because that was going to be what I asked, but...
Sorry, are you the MC or are you asking me that question? What's
Tim, you're from Detroit.
Yes, sir.
What's RoboCop like?
I don't know what RoboCop's like, but I did work with Peter Weller on a show called Odyssey 5. It's a very strange Showtime show. Only ran for like 2 or 3 years or something. Great premise that there's a group of 5 astronauts are on a space shuttle. When they're up there, they look down, they see the Earth implode underneath them, leaving them alone in outer space. But just a moment later, the Earth is back. But they see it's exactly 1 year before that happened. So they get back down, but they're the only ones that know that in 1 year the Earth will just implode. They have to figure out why.
Wow, that is really cool.
Yeah, it's a really good premise.
What was it called again?
Odyssey 5.
Odyssey 5.
Yes. Now, Peter Weller was awesome. I never met a guy who knew more about history. Never met a guy who was more prepared almost on set. That guy was on it.
Wait, RoboCop was a movie? I thought it was a documentary. That didn't actually happen?
Well, no.
No?
Didn't.
You're sure? You're from Detroit.
You should lie down for a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
But Peter Weller was awesome. I loved working with him, and I love being with all of you guys here in North Carolina. Thank you very much for having me. It was awesome being here.
Thanks.